The star is like a brightness dial for the imagination. It uses advanced neurofeedback to help users develop the focus necessary to overlay the physical senses with any image, sound, sensation, smell, or taste they wish. There are three metrics that the star measures. The first metric is tension. This measures the amount of muscle tension in the spots under the electrodes. This is similar to what the official Muse app measures, so you can use that to help with relaxation, since practicing concentration exercises tend to lead to physical tension in the forehead. This also helps the Muse to accurately read the other metrics, since muscle tension shows up as loud static in an EEG. The second metric is coherence. This is how synchronized the left and right hemispheres of the brain are. How I experience the left and right hemispheres are the left hemisphere handles the main area of focus, similar to how the physical sight, the central area, gets the most attention. The right hemisphere handles the peripheral vision and the overall structure of what is being visualized. I experience high coherence as being able to focus on specific parts of the visualized object without losing track of where the specific parts are in relation to the whole. The app also detects when one hemisphere or the other becomes dominant. When the left hemisphere is dominant, I experience tunnel vision and lose track of the gestalt. When the right hemisphere is dominant, I have a fuzzy sense of the whole, but no parts are in a sharp focus. The third metric is frequency. It is known that the most experienced Zen monks can reduce their brain frequency from about 8 Hz to under 7 Hz. The app is sensitive enough to measure much smaller changes in frequency starting out. As more complex objects are visualized, the amount of data increases and the frequency must decrease to contain it all. Being able to keep that extra complexity in mind while balancing the focus between the left and right hemispheres is quite challenging, but seems to be the key to expanding the imagination. Now let's go through the basics of the app. First, let me mention that the star may cause some tension and tingling in the scalp after use. Minimize tension by keeping the threshold as low as possible. It is recommended to do a session with Interaxon's Muse app afterwards, as it is optimized to help with relaxation. To connect, simply turn on your Muse. Once the Muse is connected, you will see the icon in the indicator. Next, select an exercise. The exercises that measure coherence will play wind when there is low focus, but quiet when there is high focus. If your muscles are relaxed, it will play the sound of a water drop, but if you are tense, it will play a shaking sound. The first exercise is for relaxation. In this one, you establish a baseline for a relaxed level of muscle tension. The challenge with later exercises is to do them without increasing the level of tension. Some users have told me that this can be difficult, so it can be easily adjusted. The next exercise measures tension and coherence. Coherence is the degree to which the two hemispheres of the brain pulse in unison. The Muse targets an area about 2 index finger widths above the eyebrows called the rostrolateral prefrontal cortex, and it allows people to focus on stimulus-independent thought, aka the imagination. Generally, you want to focus on an object, but if that is too complex, try focusing on a single color. In Buddhism, this is referred to as kasina practice. This also works well on emptiness of mind practice, where you clear your mind of all thoughts. The third exercise measures frequency and coherence. Once you are able to focus away from your physical senses without tensing up physically, the next step is to expand the focus. Coherence measures the switch away from the physical senses, and frequency measures the expanding focus as the targets become more complex. Your imagination seems to work like a spotlight, and just the portion inside the spotlight is vivid, while the surrounding area is not. Decreasing the target theta frequency increases the size of the spotlight, but makes it harder to keep a coherent focus. Remember that this app is like training wheels for the imagination. The ultimate goal of the star is to not have to use it.